You spend 10, I'll spend 1.
Bang! A boy can dream! We're underway. A Urza's Mine and an Expedition map is where we'll start things here in round number 7.
Yeah, already a good start for Dan.
For Tom, it's a Fetid Heath.
Never mind, less good start for Dan.
Yeah, not the second Tron piece or an Eldrazi Temple, so he'll just play a copy of Wastes. Let's see what this is going to be. That's a Walking Ballista? Well, that's a good time to cast Smallpox. Just saying.
Pew pew!
Yeah.
A little ballista.
I think he's got a Smallpox, right? No, he's got Bloodghast. Well, not great. There are worse things, I suppose. Tom on a mulligan of 6 here if I didn't mention it. Dan does have a third land. He's just got to figure out which third land he wants to play. He'll go with Sanctum of Ugin. In comes the Ballista. Of course, Bloodghast cannot block. And Dan will pass the turn back over to Tom. Tom will draw.
Yeah, this is a slightly bigger build out of Eldrazi Tron that we're seeing out of Dan. Typically, you don't see an Ulamog in the deck. We don't usually see Sanctum of Ugin either. So he's looking to play a little bigger, which is probably a nod towards the popularity of the deck and how, you know, if you're going to be playing mirrors, you want to be the bigger deck.
Mm-hmm. Looks like an Eldrazi Temple is where Musser is going to go. So instead of maybe trying to complete the Tron, which he's pretty far away from, he'll say, I'll get a Temple, and perhaps we'll see a Reality Smasher this turn. Expedition map to draw there for Musser. There is Temple. Here is Thought-Knot Seer with a trigger. Liliana gone. You see the rest of the cards there. Just a couple of lands there for Tom. It's a Swamp, a Fetid Heath, and a Shambling Vent. Follow-up is Expedition map. And we're going to head back over to the boss. Bloodghast the draw. A little bit of a free roll here with the attack. I love it.
Yeah, why wouldn't you, right?
Yep. Thought-Knot Seer will block Bloodghast. Tom is going to play a land here in Fetid Heath, get back a Bloodghast, cast a Bloodghast, and now recast Lingering Souls from the graveyard.
Using everything.
It's pretty all in at this point. Doesn't really have a lot he can do, but Musser isn't really mustering much.
Oh, I see what you did there. You're not proud of yourself with that
I am
one.
so proud. Are you kidding me?
You remember that just happened.
They can't put anybody in here with this headset, okay? Okay.
Years.
Not anybody. Yeah. 5 years.
Years of refining this.
5 years of this. Eldrazi here with Cavern of Souls.
Yeah, you want to counter this big boy? Too bad.
Yep.
Can't.
Black-white. Black-white not typically known for its counter magic, but it does slow down the old Mana Tithe. Now we're really hoping that Ulamog gets Mana Tithe. Dan just doesn't use the Cavern for mana. That makes it uncounterable. We can have a real story here in the making. Smasher in for 5.
Hiya!
Pass it back. Tom will draw. Picked up a land. Send them all, Tom.
Yeah. Release the hounds.
Looks like he might try to leave a little something back here.
Well, it's tough because the Walking Ballista can take down, you know, that extra spirit at any time if Dan really wants to.
Tom will get back Bloodghast, pass the turn back, played a Shambling Vent. Smasher putting on a real clock here, however.
Yeah, that's a big creature.
That's not to be messed with. Let's see what Dan has now. He's going to sacrifice Expedition map. Is he thinking Temple again? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are not Troning this game.
Yeah, multiple temples is kind of like Troning.
A little bit, a little bit. Dan will play that temple. Let's see what this is. Thought not seer. Hand stinks, thanks. Just a bunch of stinky lands. Musser just making sure that his attacks will be safe. Curious to see if Tom wants to chump block here. He does. So he'll take 5, he'll fall down to 9. Tommy wants a Sorin. Tommy drew a Fetid Heath. Yeah.
I don't think he wanted a Fetid Heath.
No, I don't think he wanted one of those.
More lands to fire up those shambling vents, though, you know?
Bloodghast. Never going to run out of fuel for Bloodghast.
Yeah, let's keep it aggressive.
There we go. All right, take 3. You're down to 8. Tom going to play Shambling Vent, get back Bloodghast, pass. 9 to 8.
One person's cards have been slightly more powerful than the other person's.
One could argue. Musser kind of lining things up here, seeing what his attacks look like. You seem to get him with the Rally Smasher every single turn. Just making sure he doesn't get cheesed out somehow. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I think if he has another Walking Ballista.
Well, you see he's got Dismember in hand.
It's hard to see those cards.
It's for you, maybe.
There's a Karn in there.
There's a Karn, Wormcoil Engine, and Dismember.
All right, all right.
Easy to see. Shambling Vent's going to block Reality Smasher. Trample over for 2 and then gain 2, so keep the life total the same, and now there's Wormcoil Engine. So things may have gotten a little bit more difficult. Tom will untap and draw. I think he drew Smallpox. No, he drew Inquisition of Kozilek. Take your Dismember. Might be conceding soon.
No. Just going to give him the business one more time here.
just a little more. And now he's going to pass. Can't even do the Bloodghast in anymore.
Well, and I like I can't attack anymore.
Yeah.
But like I'm not going to concede.
Oh no. No.
You're earning this one,
yeah.
sir.
You figure it out. Your creatures are a million times better than mine.
You now have Tramplers, you have Lifelinkers, you rip the best cards out of my hand.
Yeah.
You got that Walking Ballista in reserve.
Yeah.
Not conceding.
Yeah, you're going to kill me with all your rares and mythics versus my Bloodghast and Lingering Souls.
Or maybe you're not.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going to mess it up.
We're going to play it out. Lingering Souls in front of Wormcoil Engine. Let's see where the next Spirit's going to go. Block. Smasher's going to deal 5. So Tom's going to fall down to at least 4, but then gain 2 life, so he should fall down to 6.
Yep.
And Musser will gain a little bit of life.
Just 6 life.
There's another Walking Ballista. Anybody's game. Big draw step. Cast Out. Cast Out will not be cast.
I drew a clean answer to one of your big fatties.
That's right.
Time to concede.
That's right. It's not time yet. As Dan Musser going to win game number 1 here over Tom Ross. Eldrazi Tron is up a game here over Black-White Smallpox. We'll turn our attention to the sideboards here. We'll start with Tom, who does have some good tools here in the sideboard. Full Fulminator Mage, 4 Leyline of the Void, 2 Stony Silence, 2 Kalidas Trader of Get, 2 Damnation, and a Liliana, the Last Hope.
Yeah, we saw Tom play a similar matchup before. It was against the mono black Tron deck, but you know, I think he's going to have a very similar philosophy here. He's going to want the Fulminator Mages. I would expect him to bring in the Lily to rebuy the Fulminator Mages, and we saw him bringing a Kalidas as a way to deal with Wormcoil Engine.
Yeah, that's the way to go about doing it.
Kind of.
Ish.
Yeah.
Let's call it away.
I mean,
we'll call it away.
As good as it gets for him, right?
We go to Dan Musser's side. It's 3 relic of progenitors, 2 surgical extraction, 2 graft triggers cage, 2 ratchet bomb, 2 warping whale, 2 hangerback walker, a pithing needle, and a basilisk collar. I assume Dan knows what Tom is playing. These two are pretty good friends here on the SCG Tour, so hangerback walker I think would be good anyway.
Yeah, hangerback walker is going to be a really strong one. I wonder if warping whale potentially can come in. It can exile the blood gas, and it can counter the smallpox. So it does have some usefulness here. A lot of these other cards not too exciting. The pithing needle is going to be good against all those planeswalkers.
True. I think this one, I don't know. That first game, Tom didn't really do much. He played some blood gas and lingering souls. Didn't draw like any planeswalkers or anything. So I guess his Liliana got taken by Thought Nazi. So
sure, but they are like number 2 and 3 in our standings. So presumably they've been playing close to each other over the last couple of rounds.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I think Dan knows what's going on here.
I think that he knows that Tom is playing black-white smallpox.
Yes.
I don't know if he knows all the cards in his deck.
Sure.
But I think he knows exactly what he's up against. So
I mean, I've looked at this deck list like 4 or 5 different times for Tom. I'm still not sure all the cards that are
what the 75 are.
Yeah,
me either. These players going to finish sideboarding and shuffling up here for game number 2. Let's talk about Puggernaut. What? Vroom. Playmat sleeves and player bundles available of this old boy. Won't be walled off here during the month of August. Can also get them at game night too, and you've seen the Puggernaut pins on our lapels here this weekend. So old Puggernaut, go to StarCityGames.com/game night for more information, or you can go to StarCityGames.com/creature collection to pick up your playmat sleeves and player bundles.
There's a lot of smoke pouring out of the back of that Juggernaut.
Our playful pup will not be messed with. You know that.
You see what happens when we start ignoring the Obama era, pollution rules.
That's right. Anything can happen with our designs.
Puggernauts show up and just get all dirty on the place.
We're gonna have to make something based around smog next, hopefully. See if we can. Plaxcaster smog. There. Book it.
I knew you were in charge of these things.
If Ray Dill is listening, get that drawn up.
Yeah.
All right? Plaxcaster smog. Turn to smog. Bang.
Smogling.
Yeah, also good. That's good. We have it done. Dan Musser is going to be on the draw here. We're going to learn a little bit more about the 31-year-old from Akron, Ohio, which is also where LeBron James is from. So Dan is also the chosen one.
Yeah, they're basically the same person.
They are the same person. Yeah. 10 open top 8s, 1 win. Master's degree in applied mathematics, claims that Pikachu is a spirit animal, and is a big fan of Taylor Swift. But then again, aren't we all?
I was going to ask, who's a bigger fan of Taylor Swift? You or the Mussman?
The Mussman.
Yes?
Definitely the Mussman.
For sure.
I'm a fan of T-Swizz, but I'm not like a major fan.
Okay. You haven't been to any concerts or anything?
No. Too many people.
Sure.
I would never go to a Taylor Swift concert. Way too many people.
Well, what if someone was like, hey, for your birthday, I got tickets for us to go to T-Swift?
Well,
Jasmine, if you're listening, cancel the birthday present.
Under that circumstance, I would probably go, but
it's too late. I just canceled it.
Okay, then I won't go anymore. But I don't like concerts that have a lot of people at them. They're too big. Like, I would want to go see Bruno Mars, except for there would be like 20,000 people there or something. And that's just too many people for me.
Yeah, I saw Muse at Madison Square Garden.
Ugh.
And it's like I'm watching it on TV.
Yeah.
The venue's so big.
You have to watch probably like the Jumbotron or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like up in the air? Yeah.
I mean, the show is pretty awesome with all the lights and lasers, and they are very entertaining. They've got a million hits. It's fun, but then all the people around you start smoking when they're not supposed to, and I just feel like a grumpy old man.
They're animals.
Yeah, I want a broom to hit the ceiling with, hey, you kids keep that noise down.
Yeah. But they won't keep the noise down.
No, I paid to go to a concert and experience that.
Ooh, Thoughtseize? Inquisition Thoughtseize. Your hand is gone. You have Tron. I hope you draw nothing good. Okay. Mine, power plant, draw. What's our big payoff?
Well, yeah, this is funny. It looks good that Tom has just stripped away all of those cards, but now they're both starting from just a few lands. And Musser can do a whole lot more with his few lands.
Yeah, that's the thing about when you play against Tron. If you strip their hand of cards, cool, but they do get to draw a card every turn. And you better strip their hand and have pressure. Yeah. Right now, Tom doesn't have a smallpox or a...
2 1/1s.
Well, I take it back. He's got pressure now.
Start that engine.
Yep. Let's get it going.
Start that Puggernaut engine.
Looks like Dan's going to sacrifice this expedition map. Get a Seagate wreckage. Oh, we're ready to go to Grindtown.
Yeah. Only 6 more turns. We'll turn on this Seagate wreckage.
Back to Musser we go. Thought Not Seer's a good magic card. Gonna cast that one. Got anything? Nah.
Nope, doesn't matter. 4, 4 for 4. Good enough.
Yep. Tom will draw. What's this?
Ooh.
Never.
That's a tinger right there.
Kill
That's a
that.
good one.
Draw a card. Play a Shambling Vent. In for 2. All right. moving right along. All this dust the draw. That's going to be really hard to beat.
It's not spectacular, but it seems like all Dan needs is just more time and he's going to be just fine.
Another Thought Not Seer. Seagate Wreckage. Pass. Untap. Draw. Tom looks like he may have drawn something that matters. Can't tell.
Looked like a Blood Gas, but I'm not 100%. Being very
for 2.
cagey with his cards.
It was a Bloody McG.
Yeah, got one right.
And recast Lingering Souls. Pass.
All his dust is going to get some work done.
It might kill a few things. Don't forget about the return in Tom's graveyard, by the way.
Yep.
Here is the Dust Buster.
For the low cost of 4 mana, he can generate a 2/2 zombie.
What a deal. What's this? Liliana had it. Kill that. Draw a card. Is it a land? Nope.
Just living off the top here.
Well, gotta live some way. There's Eldrazi Temple. Pass the turn back.
Ooh, the wreckage is almost online.
Tom has a Flagstones. He's got Blood Gas in the graveyard and Return from Never to Return. Let's see what this is going to be. Planeswalker? Okay, Return.
Zombie.
Going to get rid of your all his dusts, make a 2/2 zombie.
Not very exciting.
It's a lot for a zombie.
What's this Liliana going to do? That's the question.
It's funny, you actually don't want to plus it because you don't want to make his hand empty.
Yeah, it's pretty doubtful that Dan's got a good card here. You're giving him more draws.
Do not plus it. Get back Bloodghast. Flagstone's Joker. Oh, the value. Oh, the value. New zombie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a sweet zombie, huh?
We go back over to Musser.
This is a creepy guy.
Let's see what this is. Expedition map. Play a Cavern of Souls. Activate the wreckage. See what this is going to do. Another expedition map. Embarrassing. Truly embarrassing. Dan's even smiling about it. Let's go back over to Tom. Plus the Liliana, discard a Thoughtseize. Fire up the Shambling Vent. Let's get busy.
Yeah,
in for 6.
Get to work here.
You're down to 10. We're going to go back over to Musser.
Yeah, you can't even use these maps.
Yeah, he wants no cards in his hand. All right, draw. Matter Reshaper, sure. Activate the wreckage, sure. Crack a map.
Okay. That means he did not draw a land.
What are we on the hunt for here, Mussman? Sanctum of Ugin, Ghost Quarter. All right, take that Shambling Vent.
Yeah, let's slow down this clock.
Yeah.
A little breathing room here.
Go to the boss. Boss really needs a Planeswalker. And drew a Smallpox instead.
I don't know. The advantage bar is solidly in his favor right now.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Not quite sure about that, though. 4, 5. He has Mana Tithe in hand.
Probably not for long.
It's not looking great on this battlefield. Just, you know, He'll sacrifice, oh yeah, value time, or sacrifice blood gas, sacrifice flagstones, search for a land, get my blood gas back. You're 10, so it's basically cheating.
Yeah.
Basically the best turn of all time.
Ooh, we got a response to this small box. Oh, he's wondering if he has the option to tutor up a land to discard to the small box if he wants to.
True.
But there's still Lily that can tick up.
Dismember's going to kill the zombie. Mana Tithe. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, mama. But Dan took no damage because of the Urborg. Oh, and he's saying I didn't tap. He could have tapped the Tron piece for 2.
Awkward. Awkward.
That's
Mana Tithe strikes again. Tom's 2 for 2.
Oh, mama.
Mattery Shaper. Oh, no, the fun might be over.
No, there's still Liliana on the board.
Oh, he hasn't used it yet. The fun is still here. The fun is still here. Never mind. Tom going to search up a land here, assuming he has one to search up for with his flagstones. No guarantee.
Oh, that's so funny. He could have floated a mana.
Yeah. Wait, are we fresh out with flagstones? Nope, get a Godless Shrine, get that back. Who plays around Mana Tithe? Nobody. Make you discard your card. Bloodghast has haste, in for 4, put you to 6. Shambling Vent's looking pretty good, even though there's the Ghost Quarter over there. Let's go back to Musser. If he draws Walking Ballista, the game probably ends immediately.
Oh, for sure.
So, draw a card. Waste. Seagate
right.
Wreckage.
Redraw.
Tower.
Not so hot.
Not great. Pass. Go to Tom. Tom will draw. Gideon, obviously. Plus Liliana. This is amazing. This is so amazing. Make an emblem kill you. This is amazing. Tom Ross. He's going to tie it up against Musser. A little juicy Mana Tithe here. A little Gideon there. Tom working on hard mode this weekend with Black-White Smallpox.
Oh, some of his draws lined up so well.
We should have, so when they have, it should be like NFL Red Zone if we could ever get coverage to that point where it's like, oh, Tom is just browbeating someone with some ridiculously bad deck again. Let's cut to the match.
Yes.
And there's a Mana Tithe on a Dismember that Dan could have paid for. And back to the other match now. Because this is just too great.
Well, it was Thought Not Seer, only lands, draw never.
Yeah, kill it, draw a card. Yeah.
Next turn, Thought Not Seer, only lands. 2 turns later, draw Liliana, kill it.
Kill it, draw a card. Yeah, just making it look easy. No big deal over here. Tom is smiling, obviously. Pretty hard not to be. We'll take a look at the sideboards here one more time. I don't think much changes. Both players are going back to the drawing board here. For Tom, Fulminator Mages obviously are quite good. Kalidas is okay. I wouldn't be surprised if he has Damnation, but he might change things up since he's on the draw this game.
Sure.
And then, you know, we got Dan over here with Hangerback Walker and cards that are much more powerful than Tom's.
Yes.
So I would recommend drawing some of them. That's my recommendation.
He did draw them.
That's my recommendation.
And they got discarded.
True.
You know, it started with the Thought Seize, Inquisition of Kozilek start. Then Liliana got to work. Smallpox got to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this seems just like an 80-20 matchup for this Smallpox deck.
We're going to talk about the Hour of Devastation playmat here at Grand Prix Washington, D.C. because you got 1 day left to sign up for the main event. And if you do register for the main event by Sunday, August 6th, you will get the Hour of Devastation playmat. That's main event registration again for Grand Prix Washington, D.C., hosted by Star City Games. For more information, starcitygames.com/GPDC. You can find about our guest of honor, our featured cosplayer, all of our schedule for the main event, the side events, Infinite Challenge badge, so on and so forth. You know the kind of show that we try to host with the Grand Prix, and we hope to see you guys there. Sunday, August 6th is the last day to register for this, but September 3rd and 4th over Labor Day weekend is when we'll see you at Grand Prix Washington, D.C. Tom the Boss Ross? You familiar?
The Brew Boss.
Yeah, he's brewing this weekend, challenging himself. 8-hour drive from Roanoke to do this.
Just the Brewmaster.
That's dedication if I've ever seen it. 33-year-old who currently resides in Roanoke, Virginia. Just won another Open 2 weeks ago in Atlanta with Todd Stevens and his boy Jody Keith. Shout out to Jody if he's listening/watching. Maybe the best Lance player, who knows.
And Todd, You know,
Todd Stevens getting some work done, yeah.
we finally saw him break through and win one. It seemed like just a matter of time until that was going to happen.
Well, Todd Stevens with the solo win in Charlotte?
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's got
and
another
then
one.
just shortly, a month later,
yeah,
he's putting another win up.
Yeah, he got the W with the boss and Jody Keith. So that's your man Tom Ross right there. He's having a blast here. 2016 SCG Tour Player of the Year. And, yep, you know, just a little black-white smallpox in the NBD. NBD. If you want to see the deck tech on how he came to this deck, you can find it on our coverage page for this tournament over at StarCityGames.com as well. Dan Musser, no slouch, obviously. Did mana flood quite a bit there, but, you know, now if you're Tom, do you leave the mana tithe in or do you board it out? How do you want to play this game?
Well, I would have started with it out, so I don't think I'm the best one to pick.
You're not the 2016 SCG Tour Player of the Year now, are you?
You're darn right.
There you go. I think I want to leave it in.
Sure, get him again.
Story. It's for the story.
Well, and it's, yeah, you really break his will if you just, you know, maybe Dan just checks off the drop box on the match slip.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, just like twice.
Yep.
Twice? All right.
Dan going to take a mulligan. More likely that mana tithe is good now. Tom going to take a mulligan.
All right, less likely that he draws it.
True, just from a numbers game. That's good. So now this is just become, it should be Tom Ross, mana tithe, Dan Musser, not mana tithe. That's what the deck should be. Now, we should just change those.
Yeah, we're putting up some new names here.
That'll be perfect. Just one beautiful little mana tithe. You got to find that card people don't see coming. Tom, this is kind of Tom's like deck building philosophy. He's written an article about this before. Just some random wonky one-ofs that people like know exist and probably play too much around. He used to do it with Stifle in his Infect deck and Legacy. He wouldn't play 4, he would play 1.
Sure.
Sometimes he'd leave it in, sometimes he wouldn't. He'd play 1 Wasteland some weekends he wouldn't play any. It was great. Relic of Progenitus is where we're going to start this game. Tom with a Shambling Vent. Pass the turn back. We'll go over to Musser.
All right, so the Relic potentially good against Bloodghast, Never to Return, Lingering Souls. Anything else I'm missing?
I think those are the main ones. Pretty good one. Pretty good one. Tom's going to sacrifice a Marsh Flats. Got him. Got him.
Yeah, if Liliana of the Last Hope came in,
true,
it wouldn't be able to rebuy anything.
True. Relic will take care of that fetch land as the boss is down to 19. See what land he wants to search up here. It could be a Godless Shrine. It's just going to be a basic swamp. And it'll be a Bloodghast. Please don't kill me, or it's gone for good. All right, cash in the Relic. Musser needs a new card.
Yeah,
he drew an Eldrazi Temple. That'll be good.
Yeah, that's a great draw.
Yeah.
The Relic was short-lived here.
Thought Not Seer. What's the boss working with? Cast Out, Never to Return, Lingering Soul, Sorin, Stony Silence.
Ooh, he dodged the Stony Silence by cashing it in. All right. Seems like you got to take the Never to Return here.
Well, he doesn't have a third land.
No, but what are you going to take? Something that costs even more mana?
Yeah. It's tough. Never Return's probably the best card. In Musser's hand, he has at least 2 copies of Endbringer and All's Dust. I think that last card is a Walking Ballista. All right, Never to Return is gone. The boss, Drew a Gideon. Might be time to cycle a Cast Out.
Yep. That's kind of an awkward draw.
He'll play Stony Silence and just pass. And slow down a card like Expedition Map. There's a Sanctum of Ugin. This is going to be a hard game to win now.
Yeah. This is a quick clock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Reality Smasher has shown up. Swamp was the draw.
It's good, but it
was... that's that stupid Fetid Heath. All right, there's Lingering Souls. In for 2.
They're so angry at the Fetid Heath.
So ugly.
I don't know, a lot of those cards look pretty good from 12 to 24 inches.
Yeah.
But yeah, on camera it just looks like a big blur. And that artwork's not doing much for me either.
Tom gonna go to 1? Wow.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that one.
Drew an Urborg?
Well, he has to go lifelinking, but even then it might not do enough.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised he went to 1 there.
Yeah, I could have sworn a Spirit was just going to get in front of that Thought-Knot here.
He doesn't have Damnation in his hand. What's this? Cast out? Sorin?
He's got to go lifelinking.
Yep. So he's up to 4. Okay, and then these things have lifelink on defense.
Yep. Which I don't think is going to matter if there's that Walking Ballista.
Yeah, if he does have one, that won't matter at all. You see Dan's going to do the math here. He goes up to 7. So he's at Tom's at a theoretical 10 right now.
Sure. I wonder if Dan doesn't realize that the Sorin sticks around for both turns.
No, I think he does. I'm pretty sure he knows because he's lining things up right now. And
sure. Shouldn't he just Walking Ballista gun down both those guys?
I don't think he has Walking Ballista in his hand.
Okay. That's,
yeah. I know he has all his dust in a mystery card. So here's what he's going to do. So shoot this, and then you gain. Oh, this is so. He does have Walking Ballista. That's weird. Oh, now upkeep shoot you. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. Dan found the way to do it. So knocks him down to 1. Endbringer on taps on Tom's untap step, and then he shoots him and he kills him. So Dan Musser going to win this match over Tom Ross, 2 games to 1. As much fun as it was, Eldrazi Tron a little too much for the boss to overcome. And for the Mussman, is able to muster another win here and go to 7-0. So, I'll tell you what. It was fun to watch.
Yes.
It was fun to watch. That's for sure. Tom, why? That's all. Why?
I don't know, he does it his own way.
I know.
And it's hard to criticize because the man wins so many matches.
He wins so much. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you just got to get a deck out of your system.
Sure.
Sometimes.
I don't know. No,
that happened. That used to happen to me a lot when I played a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I want to see if this Sandy grinding deck is good. So I'm going to go play it at PTQ.
Oh, a little sanity grinding.
It was not good, but I needed to know.
Sure.
I needed to know. Sometimes I needed to know if Belcher was good in non-legacy formats. It was not good.
How about in legacy formats?
Unclear.
Still not great.
Not great, that's for sure. Sometimes you just got to find out. And if Tom is finding out and he's 6-1, doing pretty good for himself.
I was about to say.
It's not like he's 1-5.
If I just show up with some rogue deck where I've put a couple of my own spicy cards into it, like it's already a fringe deck.
Yep.
You know, I'm going tier 3.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I'm like, let me put a few of my own spicy takes on this. I'm definitely just going 0-4, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Every win you get, you're just clawing for every win.
No,
every single time.
The universe just goes, listen, like, you're an idiot. You can't do this. Like, do we really need to teach you this lesson again? I'm like, sorry, universe, you're right.
Yes. But occasionally you do.
Tom's like, shut up, universe. He just, like, slaps it.
Yeah. Mana Tithe you, universe.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, you didn't float 1 there from your Tron piece.
Probably should have, though. Either way, Dan Musser gets out of that one alive. He's 7-0. Tom falls down to 6-1. We'll probably see him again. Another player I'm pretty sure we're going to see again as well is Collins Mullen and his take on Scapeship with Hour of Promise. We did a deck tech with him in the sideboard. Nick Miller joined him. So we'll let you guys learn a little bit more about how he came to this particular deck, why he's playing Hour of Promise, why he's playing No Deserts, why he's not playing basically any interaction in his main deck, and why it's working out for him pretty well. So we'll let you enjoy that, and then we do come back from a commercial break. It'll be round number 8 of action. Players will watch all that jazz, and actually, chances are pretty high we'll actually watch Collins play. So for now, enjoy the deck tech.
SCG Live is brought to you by